And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver. Of course, you remember him for what he did to Roy Jones Jr. He is the former multi-time light heavyweight champion of the world. And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Sheffield, England, here is the longest reigning world cruiserweight champion of all time, Johnny, the Entertainer Nelson. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
And there's the bell for round 1. No rest for the weary. A perfect counter shot. That hook is parried away. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive. For Johnny Nelson. Big shot, and down goes Nelson. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your blood.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Nice counter shot. Missing with the hook. Johnny Nelson just got hurt. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Nelson in that last round.
I needed to switch back on, get focused.
On to the second round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here. Beautiful counter punch. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them. Johnny Nelson got clipped, and now he's in some serious trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown. That counter punch caught him clean. Unlucky to miss with that jab. for Nelson. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here. Raise your hand if you've got your patty. It's roll. And they'll be...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red...
Not too many seats to be... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. This is a high-octane battle. Just missed with that hook. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter lands. Nice job getting that punch through. A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones. And there's the bell to start round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feints can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Has to be careful for that very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones and that. The bell rings and we start the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. And they are delivering. There's a counter shot. Caught him. Insane action. So far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Good counter-punching. Missing with that jab. Throws the jab, but does not score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. There's the bell to start round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Catch and shoot. They exchange punches. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The straight right just misses. And Antonio Tarver crushes to the canvas. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
That's light.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you continue.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. That'll be back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
With the hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can't score with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Done with that counter shot. That right hook catching air. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Oh, doesn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.